Alright, what's good everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first Black Super Saiyan to revive on this planet. I'm back here with another video. I know I've been gone, but I'm back with another video. Stuff for y'all. Look, we got news, we got some stuff. Blue Streak 2 is on the way. If y'all don't believe me, the man himself that starred in the movie confirmed it. This isn't fake news. This is the truth. Look.
There's no use, he ain't talking.
That's because you had your hand over his mouth.
Y'all better get ready to get all up in this thing, because Blue Streak 2 is on the way. Much love to my team, Dot Entertainment, for hustling hard to make this reality. See, that's crazy how long sequels could take to movies, you know, especially good movies. Mind you, sequels are usually warranted when the money justifies it, all that. I don't know. I don't really remember how well Blue Streak 2 did. I mean, it came out in 99, and I was still, you know, that's when I was born, so. But at the end of the day, it's, you know, getting a sequel now. I'm excited for it. I like the first movie. I know people want to say, well, what sequel can you do off? You can do a sequel off pretty much anything. You know, it's just like when Joker 2 came out, people were saying, well, there shouldn't be no sequel. You can make a sequel to any, even if a film makes it seem like when it closes up, you can't do a sequel, you can do a sequel. Even movies that end in a certain way where you have to do a sequel don't need a sequel. It's optional if you want to give a sequel. You can make a sequel to almost anything. You just gotta think of a really good idea to justify a continuation of this particular story. But the real justification for sequels is the sales behind it, all that. So not just anything can get a sequel just because, but you can turn anything into a sequel. Any movie can be turned into a sequel. And every movie doesn't need a sequel. Hell, Star Wars: A New Hope. If that movie ended where it ended at and it never got a sequel, still a good movie regardless. It's clear you need to still continue some stuff, but doesn't need a sequel. But it got a sequel. Doom Part 1. It ends in a way where you need a sequel. Now, that could hurt the movie if there was no sequel. But, well, I didn't really like the movie. I fell asleep 5 times watching Doom 1. But at the end of the day, you get my point. You can make a sequel to it or not. But Doom 1 did well, and it got a sequel. So, that's all there is to it. Blue Streak 2, my idea, what I think they can do for a sequel. Okay, so last time we seen Blue Streak 1, Miles crossed the Mexican border. They couldn't arrest him because he was in the Mexican border. You know, and you can't arrest certain people right there at the border. You're breaching the Mexican government's laws and stuff, all that. It's a whole bunch of stuff to it. But basically, Miles was free because he stepped into Mexico, and they technically couldn't arrest him at the border or in the border, and they couldn't step over the border to arrest him. Ain't that some shit?
Oh, right there. Jurisdiction.
So, what will the sequel be? Obviously, Miles is not a cop. He was faking. He might be getting into some trouble in Mexico. Who knows? Or maybe he's still a criminal. I don't know. But all we know is this. He has the diamond. He shot his friend that was a villain and killed him. You know, the antagonist of the story. Are they going to bring back... Who's that actor? I'm going to put his face up here. But if they're going to bring him back, maybe, I don't know, they might bring it back to where Miles steps into America again and they're after him. And he's working with the cop to, like, keep him from getting arrested. And he gets, I don't know. I don't know what the sequel could be. But it's up to the studio to make a sequel, make me believe that this is worthy of having a sequel to it. It's up to them. All I know is this. Miles is in Mexico. Because if he goes back to America, you know, they can get him. Or there might be a statute of limitations on him being arrested or not. Who knows? But all I know is this. He's in Mexico. And last time he told us, he's a federale. Nah, he's not really a federale, but, you know, he's a federale. Shit, he might be a fucking federale. Who knows? He might just be.
I'm a federale.
A federale?
Oh. That might be the sequel. He becomes a federale or some cop in Mexico. Weird decision for him to make. But I don't think he's still being a thief and stuff. But there's some people that have been thieves for years. so who knows? He might still just be that. But Blue Streak 2 is on the way. Shouts out to Martin Lawrence for, you know, getting back into it with Bad Boys, all that.
Come on. Bring your ass on. It's too hot out here for this shit. Wish I had a horse. At least I could ride that motherfucker.
You know, he has been looking not in the best shape. But that's, you know, people get older. Things happen. Don't know what he might be dealing with or going through. But I hope we still get to hold on to Martin Lawrence for a little bit longer in life and just see what else he wants to give us. But it kind of sucks that he is getting opportunities to do the sequel so late into his life. You know, because Martin Lawrence right now, his age is currently, he's 59 now. It kind of sucks that he has to wait now to start doing stuff. But, you know, this is a common thing you see with especially black actors. Like, even Wesley Snipes and shit. Like, look how long it took for him to come back and do anything Blade related. Dude's in his 60s, and now he's come back to do Blade stuff.
There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade.
Or be in anything that's big budget or, you know, worthy of his skill. Not some low budget bullshit, you know, some like high budget quality shit. You know, it kind of sucks, but it's what happens. Sometimes these actors choose not to continue, and sometimes they might get blackballed, or they may not have good agents that is recommending them good work, or people just don't want them because, you know, hey, you don't fit what we want anymore, or you fit this movie that we're trying to make. And times also change. Martin Lawrence and them, they grew up at a time where comedy was very, very different. Now comedy is a little bit more, people are trying to be more strict on comedy. A lot of people can't handle certain jokes nowadays, you know, so things happen.
I said that's life.
But at the end of the day, Martin Lawrence is back. He's doing his thing, and he's about to go get this money. Martin, I'm glad to see you back. Thank you all for watching. Goes for that peace, love, positivity, all that jazz. Don't do drugs. And like I say, guys, like I say, deuces.
What did you do? What did you do?